investmentstrategy.com.
Hi, it's Chris again, taking a look at the upcoming Friday, October 3rd trading session. This is Non-Farm Payroll Friday, so without a doubt that is the focus of most people out there. I do have the economic calendar in front of us. There is one thing that could move the markets ahead of time. The UK Services PMI for September anticipated to come out at 59.1. Quite frankly, that's going to be a localized number to just the FTSE and the pound would be my suspicion. After that, we have the aforementioned non-farm payroll numbers for the month of September, anticipated to bring out 215,000 jobs in the United States, unemployment rate of 6.1%. This tends to be a very volatile day. It tends to move markets back and forth. Would speculate that most of the volatility will be very difficult to deal with, and in fact it's probably going to be a short-term traders type market, so short-term puts and calls will probably be the order of the day. After that, there is one other announcement that's considered to be a higher level one. It's ISM non-manufacturing PMI for September, anticipated to be 58.5. Truthfully though, by then we will probably already made whatever move we're going to make for the day. It's quite common to see the U.S. stock markets, for example, move drastically in one direction or the other in a couple hours and then just stop. I think that's probably what we'll see. ISM could confirm the move, though. Like if we get a really good employment number, the ISM coming out good could also push the markets higher after the good employment number. It could kind of add, some strength to a move. But really, I think it's more than likely going to be very little of a factor. It could probably only add to the move. I don't think it's going to change anything. You can see that the S&P 500 is crumbling during the session on Thursday. I can make a trend line still, but it's getting more and more difficult. It's very likely at this point in time we may continue a bit lower. I think 1900 will be supportive based upon the large round number and the fact that we have had a bounce from there. The question then becomes, can we hang on? I don't know that I'm comfortable buying puts at this point, though, because a strong jobs number could turn everything around in a flash. Those of you who are a little bit more risk averse will probably stay out for the session. But I think there will be a call buying opportunity sooner or later. We just don't have it quite yet. Short-term rallies could be sold via puts between now and the announcement, but really it's going to be difficult. I think down here somewhere the buyers step back in. The ECB had an interest rate announcement on Thursday, ended up being pretty much a non-event. You can see that the 127 level has in fact offered resistance. We pulled back from there, but I think 128 and 130 are also resistive. This is still more of the same in my opinion. I'm buying puts every time this market rallies on a short-term chart, and it looks like it's losing a little bit of steam. Here's a market that, quite frankly, just fell apart during the session. We sliced through 6,500 in the FTSE. Looks like we're going lower. 6,400 will be targeted. Short-term rallies, those are going to be put buying opportunities. If that British number comes out worse, we really could see an acceleration below 64 and the bottom falls out. We could see a runaway market here fairly soon. That being the case, I think short-term puts will be the way to go on rallies that show signs of weakness, perhaps on something like, for example, here's the hourly chart. You can see towards the end of the day we really are starting to sell off, but I think that's going to continue to be the way going forward. Over in the NASDAQ, it's more of the same. We are well below 4,000 now. Pretty significant support down here right around 3880-ish. 3875, 3850, that entire region. So I think the downside's somewhat limited here, but it definitely looks like we are going to set up to sit here and wait to what happens in the employment markets. With that, I'm waiting for some type of supportive candle in order to start going long. Between now and then, it's probably best to sit on the sidelines. With that, I've taken a look at the Non-Farm Payroll Friday session for October 3rd.